This one, and boom, we are here.
At it again. We at it again. You ready to light another one on fire, man?
Huh?
You ready to light another one on fire?
Oh
Let's
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
What up, y'all? We are here again, and we have officially got a name for this thing that we called Rooted Voices.
Rooted
So,
voices.
so good evening, everybody. Welcome to we're gonna call this the second episode of Rooted Voices with me and my cousin. My cousin. You just rooted because we are blood.
Yes.
Blood. You know what I mean? So we came here to talk about a few things tonight, this evening. Just want to grab your ear this morning, this afternoon, whenever you watching this. So wait, let's do a sound check and everything real quick too. So everything is up.
So for those of you who don't know, I am Paris Antoine.
Talk if you want to. I ain't.
Oh no doubt. I'm Paris Antoine. A lot of people want to connect me, call me Connecting Dots, but I am the owner proprietor of Connecting Dots, and I just trying to spread as much light as I can and give another perspective. Try and encourage people to think for themselves and move forward based on trying to encourage people to think for themselves and move forward based on trying to encourage people to think for themselves and move forward based on trying to encourage people to think for themselves and
Yep, we good.
apologize for that. Some technical difficulties. Trying to make sure that
I didn't
everything
even
is
know
up.
that Bluetooth was connected to that. That's what's going on.
Oh,
I turn that off. Yeah.
That's why.
That's why. That is why. So as y'all may see, the title is dang, we forgot what the title is. What is the end game? We want to know. We here because we want to know that everybody want us to be on. We supposed to be on strike with what is it? Target, Walmart. Eventually it's gonna be. Eventually, y'all know they're gonna say Amazon eventually. And a few other companies or whatever, but we trying to understand. We want to be here. We trying to understand what is the end game, and we put a few I guess I would say facts together, or we did some research together, and we wanted to talk about a few things. So just grab your ear for a minute. We wanted to talk about where we gonna start. We want to talk about DEI. We're gonna start there with DEI.
What exactly is DEI? So, based on our research, what we've come to realize that DEI is nothing more than a repackaging of affirmative action.
Right.
That's all it is. DEI is a repackaging of affirmative action, and those of you who, and I guess we're going to age ourselves, in the 90s, affirmative action was the big issue or problem across corporate America, across the world. I mean, actually across the whole United States. But let's do some let's give some facts, right? So, where did affirmative action find its roots? Affirmative action was introduced by President John F. Kennedy, and it was a result of an executive order number 10925. And its purpose was aimed to ensure fair employment practices without regard to race, creed, color, or national origin. So, even prior to that, you had a civil rights movement. It says the roots of DEI is a trace back to the civil rights movement of the 1960s, which led to a landmark legislation like the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and Executive Order 11246 by President Lyndon Johnson. Now, what exactly was affirmative action? Um, in the whole purpose was to prohibit discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin. So, how does that relate to today? So, everyone, I received this a notice saying that, hey, look, we're gonna what was it? We're going to let me read this to you because I'm
Okay.
quite sure others may have seen this too.
I'm about to get the mic a little closer.
Got you. But so I want everybody to. So this is
Yeah, that sound better.
so it says economic blackout on February 20th, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Take part and share the news. Okay, I'm one of the first cats that's gonna be like, look, let's do it, right? And we touched on this in our last in our last in our last get together, right?
Yeah.
But I just want to go through this. If you haven't heard, there will be an economic blackout February 28th nationwide. This means don't buy anything unless it's from a small business, no gas, no fast food, and definitely nothing from places like Target, Walmart, or Amazon. Get the word out. We want them to see that we have the power. We will start with one day, then three, then specific companies until our message is heard. Here's my problem with all that. And again, I'm never going to say I'm not on board, but I need some clear guidelines. What is the end game? Right?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The same thing because hey, I've been to the point where I'm not really shopping at those places anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, it's like I then it comes to that point where you think about, oh shoot, I do need this. Then you want to run there again, and you like, wait a minute. But what you like? What is the end game? We're like, what are we doing? You know what I mean, like, are we like? Can we go somewhere else? Can you give us somewhere else to go? You know what I mean? Or
Basically, has this been thought out?
right,
Did we
right,
think this out? And again, if you're going to spearhead something like this, are we prepared to carry it out?
right.
Can we carry this out? And so let's think back to the Montgomery boycott, the Montgomery bus boycott, right? Just historical. Let's just give you some historical context.
Yeah.
And this is why I want to know, are we prepared for this? Because the Montgomery boycott lasted a year and 15 days.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
A year and 15 days
saying.
from December 5th.
Are we ready to do that? Are we as a people ready to do that?
From December 5th of, what was it? Give me one second. Because I want to make sure that I'm accurate about this, right?
No, that's what we want to do. We want to stay accurate as we can.
Because I want to come with information and facts, and I'm not going to BS, right? So let's do this. It lasted from December 5th, 1955 to December 20th, 1956. That's a year and 15 days. Are we prepared to do the hard work?
Yeah, that's some hard. That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's a
year.
A year? Yeah.
I'm talking about they were entrenched and they were ready to go the distance to prove a point. One day is not going to have an economic dent in, excuse my language, in shit.
Right. Even like they say 30 days. It may, but after the 30 days they can recover the next month.
Well, not only that, after 30, so okay, one, you say, all right, we're going to do this for however many days. All they're going to do is wait you out because you're going to go back to your same spending habit.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to go back to doing the same old mess.
Right.
Or if you're going to do something like this, you have to be really like, all right, we're going to do this, and everybody's got to be on board. What's the message you're trying to send? Okay, DEI is like diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? What message are you trying to send to these companies? And you have to be clear, give an outline of what changes you want to see. If you're not doing that, then you're just going through the motions.
Right.
You want your message to be heard. Well, what's your message? Again, I am willing to jump on board. I'm willing to do this. and I'm willing to do it for the long haul. Don't do it for one day. Don't do it for 3 days. Do this. If you're going to do it and commit.
Right.
And we as a community, not just us melanated people or richly melanated, we want our brown brothers and sisters to do it. If we're going to do this, if you want true diversity, true equity, and true inclusion, then we need to get our LGBTQ community involved.
Yeah.
We need
everybody
true inclusion. We need true diversity. We need true equity. The other problem is this, though. If we're not prepared and dug in and have other resources available, you say, okay, only shop at small businesses. Think about this. Are we prepared in the sense of, okay, where are you going to get your fruits and vegetables? Who's living in food deserts?
Yeah.
Are there farmers markets around? Are there farmer markets available? Where are you going to get your eggs?
Yeah.
Right? Where are you going to get your milk? Have you found other resources which can supplement or that can replace your normal spending habits? And here's the biggest picture. If you can do that, why not change your habit altogether so then you don't need those big corporations?
Right, yeah.
Because once you start down this path, unless you plan on continuing down it, it's not for the weak.
No, not at all. A year? Are y'all ready for it?
Are you ready? Because think about it. The Montgomery boycott, they walked to work. And of course, they didn't have a whole lot of cars, but those who were available, they as a community came together and supported one another. Are we prepared to go the mile?
You know that.
The extra mile.
Because you know the first thing somebody ready to say is, I ain't got time for that. I mean, I just to go.
You got ain't nobody trying to take a bus.
My feet hurt.
We're lazy now. We're soft now. We are soft as a community. And I'm not just saying, I'm talking about here, whether it's here in Bmore, whether it's in Virginia, whether it's in DC, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in Houston or Dallas or Vegas, or whether it's in New Orleans. Are we prepared as a community to dig in, support one another, and make this happen?
Right.
If you're not prepared, you don't have the resources, and if you're not willing to support small businesses, now keep in mind, I have nothing against Walmart because they have a business model that works for them, right?
Yeah.
They're not what they used to be when they first started. I'll give it that.
They not.
But they were the ones that killed this mom and pop spots.
Yeah, they started it. Yeah, they were,
because they were able to offer or buy in bulk and offer products and services at a reduced cost.
Yep.
Right. So if you're not willing to support one another and support small businesses, then what the hell are you doing? You're gonna boycott for what, 3-4 days, 5 days, a week, a month? No, a minimum. You need to do a minimum of 180 days. That's 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's do the math on that. A minimum of 6 months.
Yeah, to really, really put it to them.
But not only that, once you've done a minimum of 6 months, who's going to go to the table and say, this is what our community wants, expects to see, and deserves? Who's going to be that person that's going to sit at the table? It better not be no damn Jesse Jackson. It better not be no damn Al Sharpton.
Don't say that dude's name on here, that man.
If it's anybody.
If I hear Jesse Jackson, and I will say that on the internet live, Jesse Jackson names get me so fired up because I just want to
gut check him.
Yeah.
If anybody in
Yeah, we need somebody
Big
else.
Mike.
That's for sure.
Big Mike,
Yeah, he.
T.I.,
Yeah,
Will,
somebody.
look, and I don't care what anybody says about Will Smith.
Yeah,
We need someone who's going to be or has been in the communities fighting for diversity,
yeah,
equity, and
yeah.
inclusion.
We
And
do
me
need.
personally, and I don't know Big Mike, or don't know him, never really even listened to his music.
You see how the way
That
how
the
he
way that
moves
brother
and everything.
moves.
Yeah.
I say, don't put anybody at that table unless Big Mike is at that table. If Big Mike ain't at that table, ain't nobody gonna take anybody serious.
Hear that? So yeah.
So unless you plan on digging in and finding alternative sources for your needs, um, unless you have gas stockpiled, unless you have get some jerry cans, 5-gallon cans, and as a community, we're like, all right, we're gonna stock up on some stuff, right? And you find someone who has chickens, they're selling eggs, going to farmers markets.
Yep. Other than that, we still gonna be going
fruits,
to
vegetables, right?
We still gonna be going to Shoppers. What is it?
Shoppers, BJ's, Walmart's,
Walmart, Sam's.
You know,
still gonna be going there because, like you said, I don't have.
What's your alternative? What's your alternative?
Who got the eggs, man? Who else got the eggs? That's what we want to know. If you got a black business, this is your time to shout it out, put it out down there, put it in the comments.
Say,
let
look,
everybody know that
this is what I have. This is what I'm able to help and contribute.
Yeah,
this is even if it's somebody say, okay, look, we're not gonna go to Walmart, but I have land. I'm growing X amount of produce. Even, you know what, everybody, we need to do a search. Black farmers in every region. Google that. We have black farmers.
Give us a second. We're about to do that right now.
But everyone, I am a huge advocate of doing your own research. We can do it for you, but what are you going to gain from it? But okay, we're talking about as a collective. We're going to do a little bit of research for you as well. As a collective, all right. I'm not saying that we need to be the ones saying this. We're the leaders. You should listen to us, follow us. But if you're talking about DEI and you're talking about this is why we're protesting, this is why we're having an economic blackout, the economic blackout is going to have an impact on corporations. But unless you plan on blacking out that corporation for an extended period of time, then you're wasting your damn time. If you ain't blacking out, if you're not willing, I'll say it again.
You wanted me to look up about the farm.
Yeah. Black owned and operated farms.
In this region?
In any region. Let's say the Midwest, the South, the West, and the Northeast. Right? Because those are the 4 regions.
What? Oh, all right.
We have to be prepared to go the extra mile. And I'll say it again. If you're not willing to have an economic blackout for an extended period of time, a significant amount of time, then you're wasting your damn time. Because what are they going to do? Oh, we'll wait. We'll wait. And after they've waited however long we're going to do it, they're like, oh, they're going to go back to their own, to their previous spending habits. Let it be known that we're not to be trifled with. Let it be known that our interests that are going to impact our community, and we will be heard.
Okay, so on the fly, this is what we have. We're gonna say our source is perplexity. which looks up it looks up a whole bunch of different sources that I can't even really source right now because it's a lot. It says the number of black-owned farms in the United States has significantly decreased over the years. As of 2022, there were approximately 28,723 black-owned farms, according to the Department of Agriculture, Census, and Agricultural. I said agricultural.
It works.
However, another source from the USDA reported 32,656 farms operated by black producers. The discrepancy may arise from how black-owned versus black-operated farms are defined. See, now that's something else.
That's huge.
You know what I mean?
That's something that can spin us off into something else, right?
Right.
So
look,
what's the term? So we need to define some damn terms. Black-owned versus black-operated. That, you know what? That's a whole nother podcast, right? How things are defined in terms that we need to be paying attention to.
Yeah, because that would skew the numbers all the time.
It's going to skew the numbers hugely.
All right, so we're going to...
Yeah, in terms of black producers.
All right, go ahead, yeah.
In terms of black producers, there were about 46,738 individuals involved in decision-making for these farms, which accounts for about, 1.4% of all U.S. producers? Black farmers own less than 1% of the nation's farmland. What the hell? Think about that. If we own, as a people, as a community, less than 1% of the nation's farmland,
that means we don't really own nothing.
We don't own. So how do you plan on pulling off an effective? Look, you can do it, but how's it going to be effective?
Can't be.
How can you have an effective economic blackout when at the end of the day you can't produce or provide squat for your community?
It ain't no way. Knocked out the box.
Now, mind you,
and then it says lastly, it says historically the number of black farmers has declined dramatically from nearly 1 million in 1920 to the current figures, representing a significant loss in land ownership and agricultural participation.
Come on now.
So that even furthers what we was already talking about.
Let's get serious. Are we prepared to do this?
Yeah, I don't know.
There was I think it was an economic forum. And I heard Black Mike say this. You want a revolution? We are not prepared.
Yeah.
We're not prepared. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't, but I'm saying, are we prepared as a community to can we actually commit to doing this? Right?
Can we?
Can we pull this exercise of economic dynamics off? Can we pull it off? And not only that, can we truly affect the change that we're looking and hoping to see? My sister, I love that girl. We were having this conversation, and and this ties in real for me. I was struggling with whether or not I addressed something that was troubling me. And she asked me this one question. She said, what is it that you expect to come from having the conversation? Right? So think about it. If you're planning on doing something, what is it you expect the outcome to be? What is it you expect? Because guess what? If your expectation is to see some change, what does that change look like?
And that's another topic we can talk about. You know what I mean? So if we're gonna do this strike and we're gonna do all of this and that, like you said, like where is all of this going at?
Who know that? If we have someone spearheading this, who is it that we want at the table speaking on our interest? And I've already said it, who I don't want. And I've said who I do want.
Oh yeah, we ain't that.
We're not there.
That
We are not there as a community.
No, we not.
We're
Nah,
not there
it's
because one of the problems that I've had from I guess from the 80s on
mhm.
is that there have been two people that have supposedly been at the table in our interest, and they both have been a huge disappointment, and I've already mentioned them. JJ and AS.
Yeah, yeah, we
I
can't.
don't want them. And
Yeah, we
here's the
need.
worst part. They don't speak for the whole community.
Yeah, we need somebody
We
new
need
because
someone
they
who's
older.
truly
They
going to be.
older.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, though, they've benefited. They've personally benefited. And everyone wants to keep putting them out in the forefront. Their thoughts, ideas are antiquated. They haven't been able to keep up with the times.
And that's the main
And
thing.
that's the time. That's the thing.
That's the main thing that them. Hey, we don't love you, Jesse Jackson, but Al Sharpton, salute to you. I ain't got nothing against you.
I don't have anything against them. I just know that
like the other one.
I'm just saying I don't want them speaking in my interests.
Just like because they older and they don't
they
know what's going on. You know what I mean?
well, even now, and I'm not going to say that AS it doesn't have a finger on the pulse of politics, social economic dynamics. I'm not. He has that.
Yeah.
However, he can't speak for every region. So how many regions are there? There's the West, there's the Midwest, there's the Northeast, and there's the South.
So, yep.
There's only 4 regions. 4 regions. And one man cannot speak to the needs, the dilemma, the strife, and the challenges in every region because they're not there.
Right. Yeah, they're not.
They're not there. They don't know what what those challenges are. They don't know what the struggles are.
Yep. And that's what make it sad, you know what I'm saying? And we just need somebody. And we don't know who that somebody gonna be.
Look, I'm already look. I've
thrown for Black Mike. We're gonna see if
I've thrown 2 names out there: Big Mike, T.I. Yeah, and mind you, everybody thinks T.I. is simply look. Dave Chappelle, and I know Dave Chappelle ain't trying to, get up in there. But if you want to, because look, honestly, people who have unresearched, honestly, I want to throw a name out there that everybody probably gonna be like, oh hell no, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Not Umar.
Dr. Umar Johnson. Right? I'm gonna tell you. Now, and you know why?
I didn't. You said that you messed up my train of thought because I had somebody in mind.
Who you got in mind?
And then I lost as soon as you said his name.
Yo, yeah, because look, that's the power of that brother. That's that 800-pound gorilla right there. That's that dude that's gonna come with that. Yeah, we not playing. Right?
Yeah, you know what? Will Smith. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Will Smith.
Yeah, but. Dr. Umar, Big Mike, and here's
what about Roland Martin?
I'm about to hit you. I'm about to karate chop you, dog.
You don't like Roland Martin, man? I guess we gotta talk.
No. I'm not gonna say I don't like because
I just asked about him. But you know what? You know what? I wouldn't. I like him, but I don't think I would take him as a leader.
You know who I would? Why I would love to have Roland Martin there? I would love to have him there as a moderator.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't.
As a moderator, when you talk about media, I'm going to tell you right now, there's bar none,
he gonna get it
in
out.
the media space. Roland Martin is a force to be reckoned with, and you've got to give him you got to give it to him.
Yeah, no doubt, because I follow him a lot. I watch a lot of his stuff on YouTube.
Man,
I'm trying to put it. No, his name popped up in my head real quick. I'm trying to think who else could I think of. Yeah, I can't think of nobody else right now. It was somebody, but you messed me up with Umar.
What?
He threw more shade
Look,
off.
no, mind
Because
you.
Umar's a wild brother.
Yes,
He's
yes.
a
But you
wild
need,
brother.
but you look, and someone would like to
everybody-
categorize him as radical, but you need that.
Yeah, but we still trying to find out where the school at.
Where's that school at?
Yeah, but
Yeah, look, I got.
He cool. Other than that, but you know what it is? This would I think it was what I was thinking about. The real issue is they don't want to step up because you know what happens to them once they do that. They got that target, and that's all we gonna say. That's all we and you know how far that goes.
Well, you know what?
Because every last one of them, every time
you have
every time we got one,
every time you champion for the community for us.
And look, and we can be real quick and talk about it at every level. Politics, economics, music, even in music, because we had some people that was speaking up in music. Out of here.
No, I got another one for you. I got another one that I would love to have at the table. KRS-One.
Oh yeah.
Man.
I'm not even going. Yeah, you got. Yeah, that's salute on that one. Oh yeah, for sure. They wouldn't want to hear him though.
Right now, and here's the problem. Everyone
because he's going to be real.
Right, and a lot of people will shake their heads like, "Oh hell no," because they're thinking of them as artists.
Right.
They're thinking of them for however they receive their public needs.
Right.
But what you can't negate is their intellect. You can't negate their knowledge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that brother can speak.
Whoa.
That brother can speak. He gonna be, matter of fact, we recording here in Baltimore. He gonna be in Baltimore at the end of this month. Yep.
Is he?
Yep. No doubt. I was thinking about grabbing tickets because that's another thing. I didn't see a lot of stuff live, so I've been trying to see a lot of people live. Just because I never seen them before.
Right. That's your bucket list.
Somewhat, yeah. I guess somewhat, yeah. Just because when I was younger, I guess I'll just be honest, I ain't had the money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
I think another, I guess, elephant in the room. If you're going to jump on the bandwagon of something, before you just say, "Oh, we're going to jump on the bandwagon because of XYZ," do your own damn research.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do your research. The blind leading the blind.
Yeah. We don't even participate in that. Do your own research.
I don't care what you hear on the news. I don't care what you hear on the internet, TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Meta, Facebook, whatever it is, whatever the name is now.
Whatever, they don't even care no more because they don't even fact check no more.
Take your time and do your own research, and that's how this whole conversation came about.
You made me think about fact checking just saying that because I remember it was a time real quick. I just remember when they was doing the fact check. YouTube had a thing at the bottom of the screen where it was saying fact check.
Right.
Once they said no more fact check, that was gone.
So
anybody can say anything.
This isn't a political commentary or a political attack or whatever, but I don't know if everybody recognized that during the inauguration there were several people that you saw, corporate giants.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Zuckerberg, you saw Musk. I cannot remember the Indian guy's name. That like I guess the CEO of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I should know his name for real.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. You saw pretty much the corporate giants, the billionaires.
Yeah.
Billionaires. But not only that, they're the ones who can who are shifting the dynamic of media and how media is consumed
Yeah,
in America and across the world.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
They are.
So at one time it was the CNN, NBC, ABC, who else? MSNBC,
yeah.
right? You have then you have the New York Times, right? So
Yeah,
you're talking about paper, you're talking television, and then not only that, you have Hollywood, right? Corporate giants, right? Who and then you have radio.
Yep.
Right? How people receive their news, how people receive their information, their data. These guys, you're talking about YouTube, you're talking about and actually what's his name was there too? Bezos.
Oh, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos was there too.
Amazon.
Right. So, and I don't think anybody understands this. Do you know under almost all of this technology who's running and so you got YouTube and you have Amazon.
Yep.
YouTube and Amazon are at the base structure of all of this interconnectivity.
Yep, about everything I got in here, I got it through Amazon.
Not just the technology here, but I'm talking about the infrastructure.
Yeah, because YouTube has got
business infrastructure, right? Amazon. Dude, I don't even think you know. If you go on Amazon, if you have a business and you try to create something, Amazon and Google. Amazon and Google are the two bodies that control damn near all this shit. Go into your cookies, and you'll see Google this, Google that. That's just behind your browser.
Right. Yeah.
The infrastructure is set up. So do your own research. Do a deep dive. Because guess what? We are not ready.
No,
we're not ready. We're not prepared. Right?
No, we're not. Somehow we got to get ready. We want somebody else. Maybe y'all can help. Maybe somebody else, they can help us. Lead us somewhere. You
right.
know what I mean?
So and again, think about that. So I'm not saying that we can't or we shouldn't.
Right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is the conversation should open up some dialogue for how can we, right? Not how can we as in a defeatist perspective, but optimistically, how can we?
Yeah.
Like, let's create a culture where we can become self-sufficient, right? Let's create a culture where we are being able to supply our own needs.
And because it's just necessary because of the time and the year and the thing that make it kind of sad is that we do have a lot of rich black people in the United States that could really do something, but nobody wants to get together and do everything because but it's needed. It's just needed.
It's needed.
Now here's the thing, because it's 2025. When are we going to ever get? I want to see. I want to see a what was a Black Wall Street. I would like to see it.
Right.
I would like to live to see it, and I would cry a tear of joy just to see, like, wow.
You know what I have what I have no interest in is bringing down or toppling the system that is in place. I have no interest in that.
Yeah,
I have no interest in that,
and that should never be that should
never be the goal, right?
Yeah.
The goal is okay. Let's see what else
can we build around it?
Right. If some, what did they say? The definition of crazy is doing the same old thing, expecting a different result.
And we keep doing the same thing over and over again,
and expecting a different result, right?
Yeah.
So what we've seen,
I like going on the hamster.
As melanated people, we've seen historically and statistically where we have not benefited playing this game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we need to flip the board and say to hell with this game, right? I'm just saying, what did we learn from this game? And let's create another game, one that the playing field is level on.
Yep.
Right, where a collective ideology and a collective goal is that, all right, let's kind of balance the scales, not to compete or to topple what's already existed.
Yeah, that ain't even what we trying
right,
to do.
Because guess what? It's a system that's been in place for a long time. Good luck with that.
Yeah, might well say it's undefeated, just like the
Just like
the feds.
Just like time. Look, time is undefeated.
Undefeated like a mug. Ain't no. Tell me who won. Nobody.
Time. There ain't even one. There isn't even anybody that came close.
Nobody.
Time is completely undefeated. Of course, time is an illusion, but we're not going to get in that.
Yeah,
right?
But going down another rabbit hole.
Another rabbit hole. but let's think of this objectively, and let's have a real clear picture of this. What are we aiming to do, and how do we plan on getting there? And and more importantly, what does it look like in its execution, and what does it look like on the other end? What do we classify as being a successful campaign?
Right.
What does success look like?
Yeah.
Right. Is success. Because if everyone is worried about diversity, equity, and inclusion, everything ain't for everybody. Let's be real about that shit.
Right, it's not.
Everything isn't for everybody.
And I just want to look. I don't know if we went back to that real quick. I just want and they got diversity is considered as refers to the present. What does that say? The presence of different backgrounds, identities, perspectives within a group or organization. This includes differences in race, gender, sexual orientation, age, and more. Equality. So that's the E in the DI.
Right.
Equality focuses on fairness by providing resources, opportunities based on individual needs, recognizing that not everyone starts from the same place. It aims to address historical imbalances and ensures equal outcomes. Inclusion, which is the I, creates an environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and supported. It involves actively engaging with diversity and fostering a sense of
it's a sense of community and a sense of acceptance, right?
So I know I know exactly who this is for. It's not for us.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
It's not for us. Listen up, y'all. The DEI is not for us.
You're talking about trying to be included in a system that doesn't see the value in your ass to begin with.
Yeah. When you read it,
are not included now. And
don't
again,
sound like it. I mean, I'm just reading what the definition.
Right. Affirmative action was a problem for the corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
So you think DEI is something that you can wrap your head on? Now, mind you, it look in a utopian world, but America, from its inception, we're not included in this.
Oh, no. It ain't even no sugarcoating no hiding that. We know it's 2025. We all know the truth about with this country was built on the backs of us.
Let's hit it again. If you're looking for now, I can get behind the diversity. I'm fully like, okay, yeah, we want.
Yeah,
folks,
it should be diverse.
We want folks of different strokes, and America is a melting pot.
Diverse, right?
So diversity, okay, but equity. If your ass is looking for equity, it focuses on fairness.
Yeah, those words are tricky, man.
Hold up.
Words in there are tricky.
Equity focuses on fairness. There ain't shit fair about America. There's nothing fair about America. Think about it.
Not at all.
right? Because what do you have in America? You have the haves and the have-nots. So how are you going to get fairness? How do you get fairness? Say, okay, I have an eighth grade education. You have a college degree. You want the job that I have, or I want the job that you have. But how is that possible? There is no fairness now. Even if I'm an autodidact, right?
Mhm.
And I've taught myself everything. And this is an age of self-learning. We're in an age of self-learning right now. We're in an age where people are like, I don't need to go to college to learn that because I've been doing like programming. You don't really need to go to college for that. You can learn
Look it up
programming
on YouTube.
But you turn around, you have someone who went to college, MIT, right? But then you have me, who have been doing this since I was like, let's say, 16 years old. I've been hacker, so forth, so on.
Mm-hmm.
I've made a significant amount of money, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm trying this. I need to get a job.
Yeah.
You don't have the same resume as that person that went to MIT. Where is the fairness in that? Focuses on fairness by providing resources and opportunities based on individual needs. Now, who's going to determine what my needs are?
Yeah, right. Because if you got
my needs versus whose needs,
the melanin man looking at saying, "Oh, I think they need this. I think they need that," and we can even flip that. I don't think a melanin person will want me picking out what you need,
right?
What your resources are.
I think that in your community, you need this.
Yeah. I don't think they would like that. That's just me.
Now, even in equity is saying it recognizes that not everyone starts from the same place, but it aims to address historical imbalances and ensure equal outcomes. So here's the whole problem with that. I think where America is getting it wrong, even the corporations are getting it wrong. You're trying to apply DEI to every instant, to every situation or condition. Now, if you're trying to apply DEI to economics, okay, yeah, because if I'm coming in for a loan and you have someone, all right, so I don't know how to call less melanated people anything other than colonizers. I'm just gonna be honest.
Or you can just say white out.
I don't know. I don't even call myself black. So yeah, but that's a whole other thing, right?
I just say melanated to be nice.
I'm melanated, right? But I don't know how to call those who are less melanated anything other than colonizers. Yeah. Just historically, that's what they are, colonizers. But still, so if you're looking at from a perspective of economics, I'm going into a bank, I need a loan.
Mm-hmm.
DEI should absolutely be applied.
Yeah.
Absolutely should be applied because you're looking at trying to level the playing field and you're trying to find fairness and you're trying to include as many people as you can. And not only that, from an economic perspective, it makes more sense for a bank to try and have a diverse portfolio of people in different communities. What do you think? That makes sense.
I think so. I just been looking at it because I'm sitting up here zoning out thinking, like, wait, did I get my job because of DEI? But no, because I went to school. God damn it, they made me go to school.
They made you go to school.
So I had to get me some paperwork.
Right.
So it wasn't DEI.
Right.
That don't apply.
Right. It doesn't apply. But now, mind you, is it a bad thing?
No.
If you're a diversity, I'm not even going to say the company, but my brother, he's now working for this company, and they had, and I've asked them about like statistics. What are the statistics on how many melanated people are there, how many colonizers, so forth. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I'm the only one in this management bracket, and I'm like, oh, so you were a diversity hire? This was about a couple months ago, and he's like, hell yeah. And I was like, and he's like, I ain't got a problem with that shit. Think about it. Sometimes it levels the playing field because sometimes some companies it's not that they don't want. It's not that they may not want to hire people of color,
That's
but
that
people
they
of
have
color,
to.
right? But people of color may be like, I don't know, I didn't know that they were hiring, right? And even even the pool of candidates might be shallow. Now, but
I've
now here's
seen
the
I've
now
seen it at my job where they hired somebody that may not be
right,
particular for the spot, but they or just like you said, it's a group, and within that group, it's only the one, and
right,
you like, I know why he's there.
right. Now here's the beautiful.
You guys are all right with me.
Exactly. Now here's the beautiful
That's
part
that's
about
that's
him
that's,
getting
that's
that
all
job.
it is just a attaboy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're keeping up
We got
with the
another one.
times.
Right. So here's the beautiful thing about him getting that job, right? They may not have hired other people or other melanated people for their position, but he's getting in there, and they're like, "Oh shit, we should have been hiring more of them before because he's shining."
And that's the
Right.
thing, and that's what you do.
You
and
have to
and that's what
change
we'll
with the
call
times.
taking advantage of your opportunity.
Exactly. We got to take advantage of the opportunity, right?
Yeah, because
But
you don't have to go there.
how
and-
do you
and-
know?
and nick it out? You can go there and be professional and do your job.
Right. Just do your thing. Look, I have this thing. So, being a chef and all, and yes, a real chef, a cordon bleu. But when you show up, show up.
Yep.
When you show up, show out. Don't go in there and basically. And here's the sad part about being in our community. When we get hired, we have to be better, faster, smarter, more creative.
1,000%.
We have
1,000%.
We have to toe the line. We have to make sure that all of our T's are crossed.
Because you know what is bad is sometimes we can competing with the boss, and we don't even want his damn job.
Right. Like I don't want your headache. But the problem is you can be seen as a threat.
Yeah.
But more importantly, just go in there and shine.
And that's it.
Just shine. Just do
job.
your thing.
Yeah,
and let them see that you're not a diversity hire. You were a talent hire.
Yeah. Because that's what kind of diversity makes it kind of like it is making like a dumbed down kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
You see, but the thing is it's like, so if you try to apply DEI to a corporate world or corporate environment, I can see where it's beneficial. For instance, in my brother's case, it's like, look, I'm coming in here, not that he was qualified. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. He came qualified. And they were like, okay, we're gonna give him a chance. And not only that, they're like, oh shit, he's a diamond in the rough. He was a gem. We found one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, when you come to the table, do your damn thing.
That's
man.
it. And that's it.
DEI isn't always going to be about, oh, we got to hire someone who's not talented. Or we have to lower our expectations.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be to lower your expectations.
Right.
If you're gonna do the DI hire, it should be someone
that's talented.
And
make it a talent hire. So all things being equal, if you have a melanated man and you have a man of a paler persuasion, give the brother a shot.
Yeah, and
right?
somebody that's qualified.
Right. Equal, like apples to apples, right? Mm-hmm. Oranges to oranges. But if you also have to look around your office space to say, do we have diversity? Does our boardroom reflect America, or does our boardroom reflect our consumers? Right?
Yeah.
Do we have a diverse perspective of what we're trying to provide the communities around us? Because if your boardroom is lock, stock, and barrel, all pale-skinned people, but most of your products are geared towards melanated communities, you are out of touch.
Right, yeah, 1,000%.
Why would you have a boardroom of people who don't even relate to those that you're selling your products to?
And it's terrible, and I hate that it's like that. That's why some some of the stuff that we get is what we get because it's not developed or consumed. I won't say consumed. It's not developed or what is the other word where you can say like where they tested. They don't even use us. Or we not even in the room when they making the decisions.
Right.
There was something I see on the TV the other day. There's a lot of things where I see on the like
their market research
commercials where you be like, who? Well, I be to the point where I be like, who was in the room and decided this was a good idea?
So you know a clear picture of that. Have you ever watched what was it? Was the one that Steve Harvey's on?
Which one?
No, the game show. The old
kids.
No,
Family Feud.
Family Feud, right?
Yeah, Family Feud.
Clear
Steve Harvey's Family Feud.
Right. A clear indication of that is that have you ever watched some of the YouTube I guess snippets of that?
Yeah.
And it's like some of the answers you're like, who did they?
Oh yeah, they ain't polling nobody.
Who the hell did they poll?
They ain't polling nobody. They just say that. That's just it. Just sound good now because that's just what they use.
Because
they make. I swear, I tell my girl, they making that shit up in the back. All of that is written. Everything is already written
on the spot. So they didn't go out and do any polls.
No, it ain't no damn poll.
No, you remember back in the day. I don't know. Oh, actually, I don't know if you remember. Back in the day, they used to have people walking around Security Mall that wanted you to take a survey.
Well, I think I do remember like surveys being like
This was years ago. This was years ago. Yeah,
and I think Will and Fortune maybe back in the day. I say Will and Fortune.
Oh, right. Family Feud.
I think Family Feud back in the day. I think they may have been really calling people.
Well, or even just out and about in the community, but like whose community? But
even
if they did it now, right? What communities are their asses polling in?
Right, and then you notice how sometimes a lot of times it'd be about Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
I'd
be
like, oh yeah, they must have ran out of topics real quick.
They ran out of some shit. They're like, let's
make it funny.
Shit, yeah, let's say that shit. But DEI in and of itself is not a bad thing. But are we applying it in the right place? One, and then two, are we ready? And can we, as a community,
are we ready
to do an economic blackout based on let's be honest, for affirmative action repackaged as DEI?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Are we? Because here's the thing: if we were going to do an economic blackout, we should have did that shit a long time ago.
Yeah, no doubt.
We should have been doing that shit. We should have been doing that in the 90s, early 2000s.
No doubt, right? Especially like in the 90s, because I think we had a strong hold on the market.
We probably could have pulled it off in the 90s because then I actually remember we did the Million Man March.
Yep, we
could have pulled that off as a community.
The rise of hip hop at that time.
We could have pulled that off. And we were, I wouldn't say militant because militant is the wrong word. But me, I'm like, yo.
That's because they were scare them.
If you say militant, they'll be like, oh,
he got guns. He ready to shoot somebody.
Ain't that kind of party. But we were definitely like, all right, let's give some pushback against the status quo. Yeah. Like in the 90s, that's what we doing. We like, yo, and then you had what? Public Enemy, right? So
that's another one. Chuck
D, Professor Griff.
Chuck D could be the leader.
Put him on the panel.
Yeah.
But well, so say we do it by region, right? I say let's do. So if we want to do the South, so to speak, let's say Big Mike, right? I would, you know who else I'd even put in there? And this is gonna be a crazy one. Master P.
Okay. Right? I ain't mad at that.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Okay.
And KRS-One representing the Northeast.
One of the leader.
Yo, representing the North or Northeast, right? So you got Big Mike, Master P, for the South, right? So the Midwest and the West. Ooh. Who out in the West is making some noise and shaking shit up? And that's like
you say Ice Cube.
Nah. I you know what? I would say yes, and you know why? Because at least he put something together a few years ago that our community was like, "Why are you talking to Trump about whatever?" It's like, well, why not?
Yeah.
Well, why not? If he's the decision maker, and he's the one that you know, because this was actually I think right before
I remember.
it was right before Biden got elected.
I remember
right?
that, and
And
you
he's
know
like,
what?
"Look, if you're going to get elected again, though, this is what our community needs."
And how he said it on the internet, I wasn't mad at him. I was like, yeah, I guess I get it, but
Yeah.
just remember, don't drink the water, don't eat the food.
Okay, look, and I so it's funny you should say don't drink the water, drink the food, and I'm gonna
I said, don't drink the water or the food.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
do
don't drink the water, don't do the food.
don't do
So
none of it.
so and I'm not, and I will say this: has everyone? So one of the things, let's go to Flint, Michigan, right?
Mhm.
Water is essential as it is, and everybody needs it. Everybody has to have it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to filter their water, whatever. I, based on my research and based on my experience and what I've done, what I've tried. I've tried many water filtration systems. Everyone needs to go out and get a zero water filter system.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. That's just on that. Don't drink the water tip. If you're going to drink water, I don't care what municipality you live in. I don't care where you are in America. Zero water filter system, and guess where you can get them at? You can get them at Walmart and a couple of places. You can go online, but a zero. And mind you, I'm not one to endorse a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know that. You know me, but my experience and my research, when they say that there's zero in that water, and you run it through the system, and they'll even give you a ppm meter. It'll start out with like say 220 so whatever parts per million, right? That's particles per million.
Yeah.
You run it through the filter, zero. No BS, zero. And
I used to have a friend that had he had the triple osmosis system in his house. He still got that. He used the alkaline water.
Zero water system. I'll buy you one if you need one.
Okay, I had to check it out.
Now here's the thing. My experience, if you're going to strip everything from your water, that means that you have to remineralize it, right? So one thing they tell you is never drink distilled water unless you're trying to strip your body of all of its nutrients, its vitamins, what's on. You don't drink distilled water.
Yeah, right.
So if you're going to do a zero water filter system, that's almost like drinking distilled water.
Okay.
So you want to make some Soleil or something, and you want to remineralize your water.
Okay.
Remineralize your water, right?
All right.
Some pink sea salt or whatever, or some Redmond salt. You want to throw that in there.
Okay.
Because you want to remineralize your water because you've just stripped everything out of that water. Right. So, look, all right, you strip your water, you got to remineralize that shit. Now, if you basically that was just on that. That was just another one. Something a side note. If you're going to not drink the water, not eat the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to try and be safe, right? If you're going to be like, okay, because Ice Cube went to Trump and was like, hey, look, I'm trying to holler at you. This is what our community needs.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. He should have hollered at him. I ain't mad at that.
Not mad at.
Just like I was kind of mad when the people was mad when Lettucey just sung at the thing. She just sung for the dude. Like,
what for? What you mad for? She getting some shine.
Yeah,
she getting some shine. And now that, think about this, how you gonna be mad at him for putting one of us center stage? Whether even if it was a marketing thing of like, let's say hypothetically he was truly prejudiced, right? Let's say hypothetically he really didn't care for us whatsoever, right? Now, and whether he does or doesn't, that's not the point. But the point is, if he's going to put one of us based on our skill set, our talent, our knowledge, whatever it is we do, and put us center stage so we can get some shine, why are you mad?
Yeah.
Why would you be mad?
Yeah, it's a wild thing. It's just the internet, man. It's just the internet.
Because think about it. It's not just shine for America. it's shine globally because
Yeah.
everybody's looking at America.
That's true.
Right?
That is true. That is true.
So how are you going to be mad because you should have boycotted? Why would that's like me saying, don't get your money. Yo, we work for the same place, right? The boss pisses me off and he says he's going to do something to you, but he hasn't. But he just talking, he's just pissed off about whatever. But he pissed me off, and I'm like, yo, man, we should call out for work tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, I'm be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Right. We look.
Right. You gonna try and clean me his
right.
here.
We should look, and he said, look, you can come get some overtime, right?
Yeah.
He's like, we should call out. Why would you not get your money? And my dumb ass, I'm expecting you to go down with me.
That's crazy.
Come on.
We're going to close this thing out real quick, though. But look, we want to know.
In the comments.
Down below. Up top. Wherever y'all going to put your comments at. Are we ready? Are we ready? We went through the DI. We talked about that. We went over, where we go? We went over affirmative action. Went over a few things, and we just want to know: Are we ready? Can somebody tell us where and where are we going?
What does it look like?
Who's the leader?
Who's going to spearhead this thing?
What is the end game?
Hey, y'all think about it for yourselves. But most importantly, think about it. Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Find your answers for yourself and say, hey, I can or I can't get on board with it. Now, again, you say don't go spend money somewhere. You ain't got to tempt me with a good time.
Right. Yep. No, not at all.
You're not tempting me with a good time. You gotta do it for yourself though.
I go ahead and spend it.
I'll find somewhere else to spend my dollar.
Right. But look, we'll see y'all in the next episode of Rooted Voices. Look, like, share,
comment,
subscribe. Yep. Leave a comment down below. And we love y'all. Peace.